Welcome back. Now, there are a number of settings for your account that you are going to want to be familiar with, and it is important for you to understand these settings before you begin to use Zoom on a repeated basis. You're going to go to your left side menu, and you are going to go to your account management section. Now, there are a number of settings here under account management, but the most important element that you need to understand to do webinars and or meetings are your account settings. So you will want to click on your account settings. And this is basically the control center for your Zoom account. And you will see a number of controls across the top depending on the nature of your account. When you click on a particular tab, you're going to see each of the major sections of that tab here on the left side menu of the settings inside of your left side menu. And again, before you do one meeting or before you do a webinar, it is important to spend 15 to 30 minutes understanding each and every one of these controls because you may want to customize them for different individual webinars or meetings. For example, some settings, if you click on this note, you'll see that there are settings specifically for those that you will be experiencing inside of a meeting. And these settings change all of the time. When Zoom makes updates or they have additions, you will see changes being made to this section. Those are basic settings for those that you experience inside of a meeting. You will also see that there are advanced settings. These you also want to be aware of. As an example, you may not want to have session branding. And so if that's the case, you can turn off your session branding. You may or may not want to have Production Studio enabled. It is enabled by default. If you want to allow individuals to ask questions in meetings in the Q&A app, you can enable this. If you don't want to have it, you can disable it. So again, these are going to be settings that you are going to want to go through one by one, and each one can be fully customized for an individual webinar. Now, once you customize each of these settings, it's going to be in place for the webinar or the meeting that you are doing. If you want to change it, you're going to need to come back to your account settings to change it again if you want the settings to be different. Now, interspersed inside of the meeting settings are some elements for webinars, and you're going to see them here in this area. You will also see that there are going to be webinar settings here on the left side menu inside of your account management tab. So if you are going to be doing webinars and you do have a webinar add-on, you will want to customize both classifications of settings. Now, it is beyond the scope of this course to cover each and every one of these elements. And so again, it's going to be important for you to spend the time at the very beginning of using Zoom to understand each of these elements in the context of what you are doing. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.